Okay, so we are still on author's perspective or author's point of view, and that's just describing how the author feels by reading a story and looking for those words, those feeling words. So if the author uses the word best, amazing, delightful, any of those words, he probably is really passionate about something. He really enjoys something. But if they use words like disgust, ugly, hate, then you obviously know that the feelings for it aren't very strong. They probably don't like it very much. So that is what we are working on, is identifying how the author feels after writing something, okay? So we're looking for those words, okay? So we are going to read Make Way for the Mallard Family. While I read, I suggest looking for those signal words. And then when you reread it, you're going to highlight or circle those, at least 3 of those words that show how the author feels. So, Make Way for the Mallard Family. Make Way for the Ducklings is a children's book by Robert McCloskey. In it, a mother and her 8 ducklings walk to a park in Boston, Massachusetts. Today, a delightful bronze sculpture of Mrs. Mallard and her ducklings stands in Boston's public garden. The statue is almost as popular as the book. It seems to bring the duck family to life. Nancy Shawn made this charming creation in 1987. It is a series of 9 adorable statues. Mrs. Mallard and her ducklings proudly parade in a row. Children cuddle these lifelike statues all the time. All this petting means they never need to be polished. A thief stole one of the ducklings in 2009. The cowardly criminal snapped the bird off at its webbed feet. This senseless attack angered many people. Boston's Mayor Menino said, "This act is not a prank, it is a crime." Fortunately, the missing statue was found 4 blocks away. It was leaning against a tree. The people who found the stolen duckling returned it right away. Soon the duckling was back in the parade where he belonged. Nancy Shawn loves to come to the park and watch children enjoy her sculpture. She feels lucky to have made something that has given so much pleasure to many. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to look in the passage for those feeling words or words that show how they feel about something. Are they passionate about something? Do they hate something? Okay, so what I want you guys to do is find a total of 3. I'm going to help you find one of those, then you need to find 2 more. So I know in the first paragraph I saw, it says, today a delightful bronze sculpture of Mrs. Mallard and her ducklings stands in Boston's public garden. So I saw that she used the word delightful to describe the statue. So I am going to go ahead and highlight that. Let me see. All right, we're just going to circle. Oh, that does not look very good. Whatever. We're just going to circle it. You know what I mean. Okay, so I have the word delightful circled. You guys probably know how to work this a lot better than I do. So delightful. So there's one of the words. You need to find 2 more words that describe the statue or how she feels about it. Okay, when you are done, go ahead and scroll down to this graphic organizer, and it says words describing the sculpture. So you need to find sentences like we just did, or words that describe the sculpture, and they already put in the one we found. It says delightful bronze sculpture. Today, a delightful bronze sculpture. Okay, so we're citing that evidence there, words describing the sculpture. Go ahead and put the 2 more that you find in this section of the graphic organizer. Okay, you can put the whole sentence in, you can put a couple of the words in, just so I know that you found it from the text. Okay, then you need to, after doing that, you need to tell me how the author felt. After reading this, what was the author's perspective on the sculpture? How did they feel about it? And then you need to scroll down to the writing, which is right here. Is your perspective different from the author's? Tell how it is the same or different. So I want to know your perspective on the sculpture. After reading this, how did you feel about it? Did you agree with the author or did you disagree?